Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I hope everybody is doing good on this Sunday. I see my guest has entered the room. Let me bring her in. Wait a minute. I always do this the wrong way. Y'all know that. All right. Ooh. All right. You know what? I forgot. I gotta stop sharing the picture and bring folks in. Y'all know I be messing up, right? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Tyra's Just Saying, everyone. Hey, Miss BB, what's good? Hey, Miss Edub, how are you? How's everybody doing this evening? Waiting for my closet vault to enter the room. I don't know what's going on. I invited her in. You gotta accept it, sweetheart. There she go. Hey,
I don't know
girl.
how to work this stuff.
Look, here I go. You gotta accept it, sweetheart.
Yeah, I don't know how to work this stuff. Oh my goodness. I just say,
I
damn,
see.
so hot. I don't know why I'm
Oh
so
my,
hot.
I know. I don't know why you got either. You home?
Yeah, I'm home.
Oh, okay.
I was
Cool, cool, cool.
I'm trying to fix this. So, okay. I think
So good. So
how
what's
are
going
you?
on? I'm good. So welcome to Tara's Just Saying. You always see me doing my thing on here. And so finally, after a million years,
I know, right?
you finally a guest
I
on
know.
Tara's Just Saying. So
I'm happy to
welcome
be here.
everybody coming through. I'm glad you are. So
Hi.
everyone, this is my retail business bestie, my sister Shema Lyons. Y'all welcome her to our platform as she talk about her business this evening. Y'all, we've done some projects and we're working on some other projects coming in the near
Mm-hmm.
future. And yes, we definitely gonna get some more people in this room. But in the meantime, Shima, go ahead and start telling everybody who you are and give everybody a little clip of what my closet vault is. Hey, LaKyla, how are you? Hey, Evie, hey, SNL.
Hey everybody. Thanks for joining us and thanks for having me, Tyra. I know after all this time,
Uh-huh.
our schedules, well, my birthday was this month, so this month is so busy.
Yes, yes, yes.
But I am the owner of my closet vault. Other stuff, trying to get where Tyra at with my 7 streams.
Oh, whatever. Whatever.
I be following you.
Girl, I done found somebody that got 20. I said, I gotta be on her level.
Oh yeah, yeah, we gotta get there. Yeah, but I'm just, rebuilding my brand. Took a little break from social media. Took a break from the business just for a little bit. Had to, mentally, with COVID and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to be back. I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy to be shopping again, sourcing,
Mm-hmm.
just seeing what's out here. Checking out the different vendors. I have so
Mm-hmm.
many new vendors. I met so many new people.
Mm-hmm.
As far as vendors and just reading. I've been reading a
Mm-hmm.
lot.
Okay.
Um, I'm in like 1,000,001 Facebook groups.
Mm-hmm.
Just learning and taking everything at my pace.
Right.
Taking
Right.
everything isn't so urgent now.
I know
So
that's
that's
right.
the great thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It brings forward reality. That's for damn
Mm-hmm.
sure. That's what
That,
happened, over this past year. I'm sitting up here like, why I got these books? This notebook sitting here, girl. I was working this morning. No, well,
oh,
this afternoon. I'm all messed up. I don't know what time it is. I'm trying to look. I'm rocking Philly and Hawaii, so
oh yeah.
I'm trying to be on East Coast right now. I'm back on East Coast time, but
Good.
yeah. So everybody, Shima introduced me to the world of retail, y'all. I was doing stuff, but I wasn't doing stuff right when it came to retail. And so, through her, she don't know how well she educated me on things. I knew a lot of stuff about factory, warehouse, and sewing. Because I do have a background where I actually know how to sew. Okay. My grandmother was a professional seamstress, and she taught me how to sew, and then I went to sewing classes and learned how to sew. So I could do some basic stuff, and I design. What a lot of people don't know is I used to want to be a fashion designer,
Mm,
and I designed my own prom gown, y'all.
surprised you not one.
Look, I'm surprised I'm not one too. But I did design my own prom gown, and yeah, and no, I just did. That was just the one thing I was just like, At the time, I didn't think people were making money into it, and I was like, people got to get dressed. You know what I mean? Miss BB, I know that's right. Child, look, I had a lot of look. I got so many pinholes in my hand and beat, child. But we ain't even gonna go there. But when it came to the other avenue, like I knew about the sewing, I knew about I know about fabrics. I learned all about that when I was growing up as a child, right? But what I was educated from Shema was I learned how to actually source and shop when it comes to that, and finding what goes into your stores and shopping for in others' mindset, not in your own mindset. Um, because the thing is, you want people to buy your clothing. And Shima had an awesome store in Cheltenham, Pennsylvania, a few years ago, which was great, but she closed it down, which was good for her, because it was like now she was time to have that ultimate pivot
Yes,
when it
definitely.
came to the business. And so we're having that ultimate pivot, being able to talk about, you know, what led up to decide making that decision. I know we had the story on the back end,
Well,
and I know about the shoes.
oh my goodness. I just, I mean, sometimes you have to take a step back.
Hmm.
COVID was, like I told you, COVID was a gift and a
Hmm.
curse.
Yes.
Condolence to all of the people that passed away from it, but
Hmm.
it gave me time to think. It gave
Hmm.
me time for myself.
Right.
Um, with all of the losses that I've taken over the past years, I was running from them.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I was just trying to keep myself busy and
Hmm.
not facing what I needed to face as far as grieving.
Right.
And when we had to sit down for that year, that's when it clicked, like, you are human. You can't do
Hmm.
everything. You can't jump on this plane. That is not going to make it better. Me
Right.
being at every convention, me showing up for everything, me networking everywhere, that wasn't helping the
Hmm.
situation.
Right.
So I had to take a step back and reevaluate myself and say, do I need this big building? Do I need to is this
Hmm.
something that I need? Because I started off online and I started off
Right.
in a small space. And I needed
Hmm.
to go back to that. I needed to go back to scratch,
Hmm.
to where I came from.
Hmm.
And it gave me that break. It gave me time to read again.
Hmm.
It gave me time to learn. It gave me time to
Hmm.
learn people.
Hmm.
Um, it just, like you said, it was a pivot, in my life that I needed.
Right.
I needed that break. I needed to be away from social media,
Hmm.
not worrying about content and
Hmm.
posting and,
Hmm.
and all of the hustle and bustle.
Right.
But I'm back and I'm
Hmm.
better. I'm
Okay.
so much more.
Hmm.
Um, we've always talked about the 7 streams of income, and whenever I talk to you, if I got a problem, I text you 1 o'clock in the morning. In the morning, I got the CEO number, the email to this person. so, so it's having friends like being business partners and just being friends, and you understanding where I come from, because you can have friends and you can have family, but if you don't have that person that's business minded and your business friend,
Hmm.
it's kind of hard to explain and it's hard for them to understand.
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
this break that I had, I needed it. Like I said,
Hmm.
I'm back buying clothes again. I'm back looking at clothes again.
Hmm.
We've talked about going to, the different shows, the source again. So I'm excited. I'm
Oh
ready to
yeah.
get out there. And, with my closet book, I've
Hmm.
started my t-shirt business.
Hmm.
I'm
Okay.
finally on Etsy.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It is so funny. Let me tell y'all. Let me just give a shout out to some of these people. Hey Mo wanna go. Hey DRD. But hey Jay Guns, how are you? Hey Paul, how are you? Hey Mom, what's up?
Hi,
Hey
everybody. Thanks for
Angie Joe.
joining us.
Thanks for joining us this evening on Tyra's Just Saying. Hey Ray Shines, how are you? Okay, so it's so funny because when you talk about the t-shirt business, right? I think about when we was in Vegas and we was okay, so we went to Vegas to do some retailing, right? And to pick up some products and things. And when we was in Vegas, Sheima's mentor actually told her, "Oh, stop ordering all that stuff. Stop doing that and just go to t-shirts."
Yeah.
Sheima was fuming. She was furious. Okay. Now we went to Vegas. It was what, 4 weeks before the lockdown.
Yeah.
Okay. And while we was there, I don't know if you was paying attention to a lot of things that was happening. I was with when all of the Chinese vendors didn't show up.
Mm.
And right then, it was like I don't know about you, but I felt helpless because
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it was something happening and we didn't know what happened, what was
Right.
going on. And
Yep.
then 4 weeks later, we were shut down. You
Mm-hmm.
know, um, and so when I think about that, and it was so funny because this lady tells her to stop selling retail clothes and to go to a t-shirt business. It was like I kind of feel like Mercedes knew
Right.
something
Right.
was gonna happen. So in the
Yeah.
meantime, y'all gonna laugh, but I went to a bingo game and I
Oh,
came
great.
home. I won a cricket machine.
Yep.
I won a cricket machine. And so you would have thought I had hit the jackpot with this dumb cricket machine that I won at a bingo. Hey guys, with the
Mm-hmm.
heifers, hey Diva to the back, say links. But it was just like when I won the cricket machine, Shima was just like, "So what you gonna do with it?" I said, I guess I'll make t-shirts. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. But I won it. And it was so funny because one of my coworkers was using the cricket machine to make my t-shirts that I had at the time. And
Mm-hmm.
so I was like, you know what? No, I can start doing it myself. So in the meantime, as soon as this happens, it was three of us. It's me, Shima, and my friend Trina. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody is screaming, "What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?" I was screaming, what am I gonna do? But then all of a sudden, therapy started popping for my end because I was already a therapist. So my business with therapy started increasing, which everything that I bought, all my machines ended up getting pushed to the back burner. Lo
Mm-hmm.
and behold, Shima and Trina's machines start going hot.
Yes. And I had that machine for like 3 years. Oh my
Wait,
goodness. I can't believe I sat on that machine for so long. Hi, everybody that's just
hey,
joining. I can't
Portia.
believe I sat on that machine for so long.
Now she had her cricket way before I had mine, and was sitting on millions in that cricket
Yep.
and didn't
Yep.
do anything. And now look at it now.
I
What's
know,
going
right?
on,
And my
Portia?
brother had the heat press
Uh
that
huh.
he wasn't using. So that was a blessing that I didn't have
Mm-hmm.
to buy a heat press. I'm like, wait, I got the cricket machine. Tyra said we let's do some t-shirts. I watched a couple YouTube videos and t-shirts it was. T-shirts for everybody.
It's so
T-shirts for
funny.
everybody.
It's so funny because I got the box that you sent me recently. I got that sitting next to me that I love,
Oh,
love, love so much. Because I'm putting stuff up, right? So Shima done elevated from the t-shirts, right? Boom, to making cups. Okay. And so this cup says you are enough. And so this is our the mugs that she came out with, the travel bottles. She does vacation parties too for people that's going away on your girl trip, boy trip. But
yeah.
here is the shirt to match the cup, y'all. And I said I had to bring the stuff out and show. And so to show y'all some of the t-shirts, this
Thank
is
you, girl.
one. Huh?
I
And
said
so
thank you.
yeah, girl, this is what we do. That's why I told you. Whenever you want to have a sale, what's up, Hershey? How are you? Hershey is the interview that's next, and she's a female comedian. Of course, I got the other one. Boom. Let me look. Boom. You see, I'm booming all the t-shirts, right? And so this is the t-shirt business that Shima didn't want to start, y'all. But this the t-shirt business that she didn't want to start. But guess what? With this t-shirt that she started securing the bag. And this t-shirt that I just held up says, "Peace of mind is the real bag to secure." So, and you know what? At the end of the day, I think half the people in this live need this, because at the end of the day, peace of mind is the real bag that we
Yeah.
all need to secure, and it's just like starting your business and watching how it flourished up. I mean, it was great. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Thank
And
you.
I was happy to see all y'all use y'all crickets and grow up. And everybody's like, "Well, when you gonna use yours? When you gonna use yours? Stop worrying about my damn cricket. I'm gonna use it when I get a minute." I'm like, I gotta save the world with the rest of the people that's sick. I
Yeah.
said, so while y'all keeping the people dressed, I gotta keep them
Saving them.
mentally well. I gotta keep them mentally
Oh,
well,
that's right.
so this way y'all could be the ones so they could be still around to clothe them. So y'all clothe
Yeah.
them, and I keep their heads right. And
Hmm.
so in the meantime, but yes, so I want to talk about some of the opportunities. Now, one of the opportunities that we presented, and I don't know if you and I are going to do that again. I don't know, what your take is on that one. Is we did have a trip. We hosted a trip
Hmm.
to Vegas, to Las Vegas, to for people who are interested in learning about retail. Um, and so what we did was we had people come through, and we had one person, go with us to Vegas to learn how to retail shop. And so so I don't know if we'll do that in the future, because we know how things are now, everything is starting to get back.
Yeah.
But that was something. How did you like hosting that trip? What was your thoughts on it?
It was great. I think, see, when I started in retail, um, I knew a few people who was doing retail, had their own boutiques, and I tried to pick their brain, ask
Mhm.
them, where they got their stuff from, who was their
Mhm.
wholesalers. I thought everything was in New York. I'm from Philly, so I'm assuming everything is in New York. And when I didn't get any like positive feedback,
Mhm.
I just started doing my own research.
Mhm.
I started following different people and just
Mhm.
watching their pages. And this one guy from Atlanta, he now lives in Vegas.
Mhm.
Um, I be- Maddie J is his name.
Okay.
He had a T-shirt brand. I think it was called Likeable Assholes or something like that. And I started following him, and then he started doing
Mhm.
entrepreneur stuff, and I
Mhm.
joined like a couple of his groups. And I saw that he was in Vegas at a show called Magic.
Mhm.
And I was like, what is this show? So I started doing some research. So every time I Googled it, magicians came up, like
Right.
magic shows would come up.
Right.
So this was early in social media. So I just kept following social media pages. And then when I found magic, it was over from there.
Mhm.
My first time going, I really didn't source. I signed up for every class that I thought was beneficial for
Mhm.
me. That's
Right.
how I met Mercedes.
Mhm.
Um, I think I'm trying to think. Was we already in that group together? No, I actually met her after the group where we met it. After
Right.
the little group we was in.
Well, that was okay. I mean, you know what? We talk about it. Look, we talk about it on this platform. It's okay.
Okay.
We was in a brand strategy group,
Oh,
based out of New Jersey, New York, or whatever. And that's how I met Shema and a few other people that y'all have seen come through, talk about their businesses and stuff. And so, yeah, yeah. And so, some of us got a lot. We got things out of the group. We're not going to say we didn't. We got to learn how to
oh
do
yeah.
business research. We got to learn a hell of a lot of things. But at the end of the day, you have to move forward. You have to
Yeah.
move on, because when you get to certain levels in your career, you can't stay with certain coaches.
Right.
I was different because she couldn't really do anything with me because I'm a therapist. And so, my brand, I really don't know what to do, but that's fine. I got a product. I got to learn how to create my own products, which
Mm-hmm.
how I learned how to start helping others create their own products. Okay. And so, yeah, so we talk about that over here. But that's another thing. That's what we're going to talk about too.
Okay.
The opportunity and stuff that you have, that you want, that you're presenting, that you want to start doing with business owners, for business owners, that we talked about also.
Right. So that trip to Vegas was a educational trip. My first trip to Vegas was educational. It was
Mm-hmm.
so I couldn't believe how huge it was. At that time, when I first went, it was in two spots. It was over at their convention center, and it was at another
Mm-hmm.
hotel, Mandalay Bay. It was huge.
Mhm.
Since they've downsized a whole lot.
Okay.
But I took a lot of the classes. I sat in on a lot of the conference, and like I said, that's how I
Mhm.
met Mercedes. And when I met
Mhm.
her, it was a whole different brand strategist. Like she's a brand
Mhm.
strategist. Like she sets you up. She just does a whole lot of stuff, and she's genuine.
Right.
Um,
Mhm.
After I met her, I followed her for a little bit. Then I decided to join her group, and I
Mhm.
took a trip with. She does a tour of LA where she actually takes you to the fashion district, which I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure everybody can find now on their own. But at that time, we talking about 10 years, well, maybe
Mhm.
like 8 years back,
Mhm.
nobody was willing to share that information, and I wasn't mad.
Mhm.
I learned it on my own, and guess what I do now? I share it with other people. It's not no
Mhm.
secret, you know. We
Right.
all need to win in this. I don't say, oh no, I don't. Yeah, I go to the fashion district and get my clothes in LA, and I have a lot of vendors there. I'll give you about a good 5, 10 vendors. I'm not going to give you all of my vendors. You have
Right.
to do some leg work, but I
Right.
will get you started. I will help you that way. Whereas though I didn't have that help when I first started. No,
Mhm.
when I say everybody shut me out, and then they started seeing my social media, and now guess who the people asking me? Well, where you was at? What was going on there? I'm going to Atlanta, I'm going to Houston, I'm going to Vegas,
Mhm.
I'm hitting all of the shows, trying to weed out the good shows, the bad shows. I'm doing this for myself, but I'm also doing it for my people. That's why when we
Right.
decided to do the trip together, I was so happy that you went. Now you can see the source and the different people from all over. Like
Mhm.
Magic is just a show. If you're in retail, you have to go. That's somewhere you need to
Definitely.
be. If you're in
Mhm.
retail and you haven't been to Magic, you're not doing it right, because
Right.
it's so many people there, and everything is free. It costs you nothing. It costs you nothing.
Zero
A
dollars,
business
zero
card.
cents. A
That's
business
it.
card
A
and a
business card.
business
That's it.
license.
Yep, that's it. It costs you nothing. It's a place that you need to be to learn about your business. You
Right.
don't want to always shop online. And I'm not saying shopping online is a bad thing. You just
Mhm.
got to know who to buy from, which places. They have so many different wholesalers. You
Mhm.
have to know, turnaround times, piece counts, and it's not a
Mhm.
lot, but it's good to go to. And you know, and if you're in Philly or if you're local, you can go to
Right.
New York.
Right.
It's not as big as Vegas, but it is educational.
Yes.
It's educational. You get to feel fabrics. You get to talk to vendors. Get to know your vendors. Pass
Mhm.
out your business cards. Get their business cards. It's all
Mhm.
about that networking, and you
Right.
get in the jump on stuff. If you're nice to people and they know you, and you're
Mhm.
networking and constantly reaching
Mhm.
out to them, they're good to you. Those, because they want to sell their products. They
Right.
want to get their products here to
Right.
us, so they want
Exactly.
us to do all of that.
Right.
And even
Mhm.
Atlanta, the
Mhm.
the Atlanta Mart,
Right.
that's right, 2 hour plane ride from Philly. And then they give us discounts. If it's your
Mhm.
first time going there, it's a possibility that you can go for free. I went to Hong Kong for free, remember?
You sure did. You sure
Yeah, I
did go
went to
to
Hong
Hong
All I had
Kong
to do
for
was pay
free.
for my airfare. They covered
But
everything, my
everything else
meals,
was.
my hotel, everything.
And how'd you get the? Did you went by yourself when you went to Hong Kong, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I went with a group of people.
Okay, yeah.
I went with a group of people,
She went with a
but
group of interesting people.
yes, I work with people, but those are the type of opportunities. If I was behind a computer ordering
Hmm.
clothes, I would never have gotten them opportunities. I had an
Right.
opportunity to go to Cuba.
Yes.
That was another free opportunity through Mercedes. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like I said, it's
Hmm.
about the people that you're with. Like Mercedes, she
Hmm.
came through on her end of the bargain with being my
Right.
mentor and my coach, and me paying
Right.
her. The money that I paid her was well worth it because she came through.
Right.
And she
Right.
continues to come through. I could email her right now and she's gonna,
Hmm.
come through. So those
Hmm.
are the type of mentors that, that I look forward to. And
Hmm.
people say, "Oh, you got to spend money. You got to have a coach." I'm not saying that all coaches are bad, but you do need a coach, you do need a mentor, you do need a business partner, not a
Mm-hmm.
partner, but a business bestie, as as
Mm-hmm.
we say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not big on partners. It's fine to have it just, so you can
Mm-hmm.
share the workload.
Right. But at
But
the end of the day, you got to make sure that partnership is with a partner that's actually going to do.
absolutely, absolutely,
Everybody's not meant to be a partner,
yep,
and if you're
absolutely,
planning to be a silent partner, be just that,
yep,
silent.
yep,
Don't say nothing, don't do nothing, because at the end of the day, it can cause a whole lot of problems with having partners that's not going to follow through.
mm-hmm.
And it's just like I said, I don't know why I feel like that when it comes to partnerships, when it comes to business partnerships. Some I just
Yeah, yeah,
some I just it get skeeves me, because
yeah,
it's just you always constantly hear the nightmares,
right.
of what goes wrong with, when it comes to like this, like when you have a whole, like, especially with retail, brick and mortar, you always hear nightmares.
Yeah. Well, luckily, when I had my brick and mortar, I was good. I had Mima, which I
Hmm.
miss her so much.
Oh my gosh, I forgot all about her.
Yes, that was my right hand. That was my social media girl. Like,
Is she all
all this
right? Look.
stuff is new to me. Yeah, she's all right. She has a healthy baby. He's beautiful.
Oh.
I haven't talked to her in a while. I'm gonna reach out to her. But yeah, it's like having those right. They're not
Hmm.
my business partners, but they are my partners because
The
we
right
work
staff.
together. The right
The
staff, we
right
work together.
staff.
I can't say, oh,
Hmm.
Mima is my assistant, Mima myself. You're no, Mima is my partner. Because if we're not
Hmm.
partners, it's not gonna work. If I don't make her
Hmm.
feel like she's my partner, it's
Hmm.
not going to work. She's gonna stray off. So when
Yes.
I get her involved, and Bianca, my
Hmm.
cousin, involved, she worked for me forever.
Hmm.
She drove me crazy sometimes, but
Did
that was
she?
part. And I took them to Vegas with me. Mima started her own business.
Yes.
She started her own clothing business. She's been to
Hmm.
Vegas with me twice. She
Right.
go, she would do my shows for me if I wasn't able to, but I made sure I exposed them to any and everything that I
Hmm.
was exposed to.
Right.
They deserved it. They worked hard for me,
Yes.
you know.
Hmm.
Like I said, Mima, she does the video, she does the YouTube and all of that. I don't know how to
Hmm.
do that stuff. I'm learning
Hmm.
now because
Right.
I don't have any
Hmm.
choice, but
Right.
it's building a foundation around your business and
Hmm.
keeping those people close to you. Like, I know that I can text her right now and ask her, hey, can you do a couple videos for me? Can you get some models for me? And if she's not
Hmm.
doing anything, I'm sure she will do it for me.
Right. Right. Hmm. I mean, let me tell you, Mima was fire when y'all was working
Yeah.
together and everything, and I know you've done a lot of pop-up shops.
Mm-hmm.
I know you had a business set up in a pop-up shop.
Yeah.
Moving forward, do you see yourself doing any vending events or pop-up shops in the near future?
Yeah, definitely. I want to get
Hmm.
back out there. Especially with the t-shirt brand and me trying to do the drop shipping with the t-shirt brand,
Okay.
offering it to other business owners, and not even just business owners, anybody that wants to be involved. As you know, I work sometimes with Benita with Royal Little Sisters, so I
Yes.
work with them a lot with their branding and their
Hmm.
fundraising. So that's
Hmm.
another thing, I'm working on
Right.
fundraising. So
And that's what we're going.
there's a lot
Well,
going
we're
on.
going to talk about that tonight, because my thing is, believe it or not, it's like you never know who's watching the lives and who needs
Yeah,
what. You know what
yeah,
I mean? And people always reach out, and but you were behind the scenes knowing what was going on with me and this IG and starting all of this, because it was always people asking me questions of who knows what, when, where, and why. You know what I
right.
mean? And so that's how this all got started. Because Shema knows, I'll be like, what they call me for? Why don't they go to now? We'll go online and look it up.
Hmm.
But it was just
YouTube is
like
my
I
best
knew.
friend. YouTube, I'm telling you, you put something in YouTube, you listen,
Right, but we know how that is. We know how that is. Folks don't be looking for, folks
right?
don't have time. If I could call somebody and get that information, I'm just gonna call them and do what I gotta do to get
Hmm.
what I need from them. And so, hey, image creator, how are you? Hey D, how are you? But yeah, we just, what's up, Brian? How are you? We just have to, do what we have to do. Shema, you ain't got that glass. The image creator said you ain't got a glass of wine.
Girl, you better stop playing.
Look, she do. Look,
You
we
better
we
stop
drink on this.
playing.
We drink on this live. Look, we
You
drink on
better
this
stop
live.
playing. You already know.
I'm just behaving. Look, I'm just behaving. I'm just glad I got all y'all on. I was doing my thing for Women's History Month and trying to make sure I had enough women on this month to talk about their businesses and stuff. So I'm glad you was able to come on and talk
Yeah.
about your business. So let's talk about these opportunities
Okay.
for people that you have, because you have a plethora of things going on. Tell us about the opportunities. I know you talked to me about a fundraising opportunity with t-shirts, but what other opportunities do you have available for some of the viewers who are aspiring to do things but don't know how to get started?
Yeah. So the t-shirt thing, I'm actually working on the website now,
Mm-hmm.
try to do a drop shipping program. So I do it with 3 people right now,
Mm-hmm.
where you start it is $49 to start,
Mm-hmm.
and you
Mm-hmm.
do nothing. All you do is sell the t-shirts. I get them out. You price them how you
Mm-hmm.
want to price them. I get them to you. I drop ship them to your customer, and that's it. As
Mm-hmm.
far as the fundraising, I do the water bottles, the mugs,
Mm-hmm.
the t-shirts, like
Mm-hmm.
I and I for the for Royal Little Sisters.
Lakyla.
For Royal Little Sisters, we do the workshops. I teach the girls I actually taught them how to make the water bottles.
Oh,
They did it
good.
they're selling them they're going to see the Lion King or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. So I did a free workshop with them for their
Mm-hmm.
fundraiser.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just about giving back, like I
Mm-hmm.
said, with the t-shirts. When, like you said, she told me to do it, and I'm like, girl, I ain't doing no t-shirts. I'm gonna keep doing my retail business. But
Mm-hmm.
it came to me so easily. Like I said, I watched a couple YouTube videos. I had the Cricut. I learned the Cricut. I upgraded to a Cameo. Now I got a
Mm-hmm.
Cameo, and I got about 3 Cricuts, so I can teach classes whenever I need to,
Mm-hmm.
whenever it comes up. But it's about giving back to my people.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, when I first started, I had no one. When I say it
Right.
was lonely, and I think I was just telling you how we met at the mastermind group. When that came across my Eventbrite, I prayed. I said, God, if this don't work, I'm done. I'm going to go back to work. I'm going to go back and get a full-time
Mm-hmm.
job. I
Mm-hmm.
went, and
Mm-hmm.
we met later. We didn't meet that night, but I went, and I was inspired. So I
Mm-hmm.
spent the money, and I got some really good gems out of that, out
Mm-hmm.
of that group. I didn't get
Yeah.
what I went there, what I was
What you paid
expecting.
for. Right.
Right, what I paid for, but I did get some
Mm-hmm.
good gems that I was able to use. And that's what makes me the person that I am on the give back, because
Mm-hmm.
everything was, oh, we can do this, but it's going to cost you. We
It's
can
gonna
do
cost
this,
you.
but
Wait a minute.
it's going to cost you.
It's gonna cost you 1,000.
It's
It's
going
gonna
to
cost you
cost you.
2,000. It's gonna cost
Right.
you 3,000.
Yeah, it was like, I'm like, well, damn, I just gave you about
I just gave you
3,000.
three
That
thousand
ain't
already.
covered nothing.
Look, before the end of the year is up, you looking, you counting, you waiting to do your
Right.
taxes. You like, damn, I done spent about $7,000 messing with sis.
Right. So I felt like a human ATM, like everything was going to cost me. And I'm like, well,
Mm-hmm.
damn, I done did a photo shoot. I done paid $800 for a
Two
photo shoot.
thousand.
Oh,
Three
oh yeah,
thousand
because
for the photo
because
shoot.
remember,
Three
I
thousand
think
for the
I had
photo
got
shoot.
the VIP special. I had
Yeah,
got
3,000 for the photo shoot.
yeah, I had got the VIP special. And then I had to
Uh-huh.
go to Staples and print out my own stuff. So, but
You gonna stop playing with me?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I can show you my picture yeah. But however, like I
I
said,
ain't get the photo. I didn't do the photo shoot. I did the
I
photo
learned
shoot.
from
I did the
that.
photo shoot with that with old boy, the famous photographer,
Which one?
the famous photographer out of when I went to the hair show.
Oh, oh, oh,
So I did my photo shoot. I'm gonna shout him out because he is a black photo. He's a black photographer who has done awesome work. Who everybody has seen his work. His work is world renowned. I got my photos done with Eric Von Lockhart. That's the picture that's in my picture in my Anger Dr. Tyra page, right? I
oh.
don't take that off because He was awesome. The reason I say y'all know his work because every African American woman who has bought a perm, that box is his photography.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Every billboard that you see with a perm on it, that's his photography. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta continue to salute my brother and do what I gotta do to keep pumping him up because I was so happy. And guess how much I paid? He did a special for the hair show. Y'all ain't getting this special from him, right? Because let me tell y'all, his prices is not this price. The price that was that day is not the price every day at all. I got
Mm-hmm.
my pictures done. He did a special for $150.
Oh, wow.
That
Nice.
that included my makeup, and Carla did my hair. So
Wow.
right, so I think I might have spent about a total of about $160 total for my pictures and my makeup. Right? Do you know nobody took him up on that offer because they didn't know who he was.
Oh, wow. That's
I didn't
how
know who he was. I didn't know who he was either. But I said I'm gonna take these pictures because they cheap.
Yeah, people don't understand you need those pictures. Those pictures are important. I got to get some updated pictures myself, but pictures
And it was
are
so
important.
funny. And you know who pictures he was giving me my pictures, right? Because it was a digital download, of course, right? Which for that kind of money, I could care less about it. You know what I mean? Because again,
Mhm.
he doesn't do these pictures for this rate at all. His starting rate is 2 grand.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
that's just to sit in the room with him. We ain't even talking about the rest of the stuff. So when you go to him, you plan on spending between 2 and 10,000, not $2 and $10, 2 and 10,000. Okay, so with when he went to go give me my pictures, girl, guess who he had shot right before he shot my photos?
Who?
Girl, Nick Cannon. I almost ended up with some of his pictures.
Oh, wow.
He was like, I can't get you that. I was like, yeah, you can. I'll hold it. I can keep a secret.
That was a good deal. That was a
Hell
hair
yeah.
show the
That was
other.
that was that hair show that we did that me and Carla vended at back
Oh,
with the mastermind group.
oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
but
but
does he offer that rate? No, never again.
yeah. But yeah, so that's how, that just being in that mastermind group,
Mhm.
that brain strategy group, it just made me, think a different thing, make me
Mhm.
think different. Like I said, it was like I'm
Yes.
human ATM, like I'm paying I'm paying for my business coach, but my business coach is killing me. Like
Milking
she's
you.
taking away from my business. She's taking away
Mhm.
from my business because every time if you need to talk to her, it costs money. I paid for the VIP, so it wouldn't have to cost me money. What the hell? But
And
it
every
was
call is
learning,
$99.
right. It was a learning lesson. So that's how it's so easy for me to be able to, talk to
Mhm.
people. And when I learned the t-shirt business, like it made it easy for me to say, oh, we can start your t-shirt business for $49.
Mhm. Mhm.
As long as it's something reasonable,
Mhm.
I have designs. If you come with a design, it can be workable. We just have
Mhm.
to come. And then after that, I can, I help you for a few months and then I let you go. You
Mhm.
start doing your own thing. And
Mhm.
then, then me and you work together on the back end with the numbers and stuff and different
Mhm.
stuff like that, teaching them.
Right.
We're just talking about one of the groups that I'm in on Facebook. The girl asked about her EIN number.
Okay.
Everybody, oh, well, I do this, I do that. It's okay to be paid for some things. A EIN number,
It's
IRS.gov.
free.
Come on. Like you
But
can be paid for some things, but don't get paid for every single thing you do. You have to
mhm.
give a little to get a lot.
Yes. Yes. You do.
Yeah.
You do. You really do. You really do. And so for nonprofits, what are you offering for them in regards to
For nonprofits, like I said, I do the class teaching them how
okay.
to do
But what
t-shirt.
if they don't live in Philly? Like how would you handle that? Because I have a lot of viewers that are in other states like Chicago. I have some in Chicago, some
Mm-hmm.
in Texas, California. Like people are like from all over in the that's in the thread. So for those folks that are out of the region, how would you be able to work with them? I
We
mean, we
can do
could do a virtual
virtual.
class.
Yeah, we can do
We got
virtual.
Zoom.
Yeah, we definitely can do virtual.
Hmm.
It doesn't just stop here in Philly. I have, a
We
few people.
travel.
Right. I have a few people out in Chicago that I work with, Florida. We've been talking about getting down there, doing some things as well.
Yeah.
Just expanding.
Hmm. And that's the goal, and that's what we are planning on doing. Within this year, expanding to other cities. You know, Preventing nothing else happens. We'll be able to do some things and be able to travel a little bit more to go show people how to basically do these things, do make
Yeah.
t-shirts, do mugs, do all of the stuff that we know that a lot of you will want to learn how to do. You know what
Right.
I mean? Because it is a way to make some money. So I
Mhm.
know, didn't you have an offer, some kind of an offering? It was like 12 t-shirts or mugs or something that you
Um,
was doing.
I don't have that in front of me right now. I sent you the
Okay.
first thing, didn't I? I
Yeah.
just right now I got to start the t-shirt business is
Okay.
$49 with the drop
Okay.
shipping.
Okay.
Um, that's what I got going on right now. What else I got
Mhm.
going on? Oh, and then I was telling you about the online drop shipping from the US vendors. A lot with COVID,
Okay.
a lot of the
Mhm.
US vendors are now offering drop shipping. And if they're not
Okay.
offering it now, they're going to be offering it
Mhm.
within the next few months.
Okay.
Which is an awesome thing, no inventory. And then
Mhm.
that's why it's important to get to those shows, because once these vendors start offering the drop shipping, you already
Mhm.
visited the vendor, so you know what their
Right.
clothes are, you know what the material is, you know how the fit is. Like
Mhm.
I have a whole book of vendors. When I go to the shows, I jot down notes. So say I
Mhm.
have a vendor, I'm just gonna throw in that mustard seed. I know that
Mhm.
their clothes run true to size.
Right.
So they would be
Okay.
a vendor that I probably wouldn't buy from, because I have more of a sophisticated audience, more of a plus size
Mhm.
audience. So I need
Mhm.
stuff that actually has stretch. Do I buy stuff
Right.
from vendors like that? I do. And then you got to
Mhm.
know the count. Like if you're getting six, and then if you're getting,
Mhm.
like, I don't buy from vendors where the packaging is 3-2-1. When I say 3-2-1,
Okay.
three smalls, two mediums, and one large, I'm going to be stuck with those smalls, because I don't really, my customer base are
Right.
really not smalls.
Right.
Mine's are medium and up. And I
Mhm.
would say, just from knowing and
Mhm.
being personal with my customers, I know that most of them have back, they don't want their
Mhm.
back out. They have boobs, so I have to
Mhm.
get, tops of comment. So I sourced out the right vendors, and now I'm
Right.
able to feel comfortable. If
Mhm.
I drop ship, I know that you're going to be satisfied with your item. It's
Right.
easy to drop ship, and you can open up a drop shipping clothing business on Shopify today. But
Mhm.
most of the stuff is going to come from anything that looks good. It always comes from
Mhm.
China. You don't know what you're
Mhm.
getting. I've been there, done that. I did drop shipping when I first opened up my
Mhm.
Shopify store,
Right.
and I would get the stuff shipped to me before,
Mhm.
and I would ship it to my customer myself, so I can
Right.
look at the product.
Repackage it. Right.
But that would make it like 10 more days out for my customer, because it already takes 5 to 10 days for China to ship it out. They send it
Right.
to me, and now I got to send it to my customer. And then if it's not good,
Right.
then guess what? I'm disappointing my customer.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
I'm not saying drop shipping is a bad thing at all. We
Right.
just now are getting more vendors due to
Mhm.
COVID, and I'm pretty sure of their backlog, they're jumping
Mhm.
on board with the drop shipping, because they weren't doing it before. I asked all
Mm.
my vendors, "You do drop shipping? You do drop?" They're like, "No,
Mhm.
we don't do drop shipping." Guess who's doing drop shipping now? Some of my
All
good
of them.
vendors,
Mhm.
majority of them, and
Mhm.
on it. I believe they'll be doing it by the end of the year. All of them will be doing it by the end of the year.
Yeah. Hey, Dr. Tachi. Hey, Karen. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because the thing is just like with drop shipping, it's like if it's coming straight from China, you don't know what you're going to get. Like I showed you that Fendi dress I ordered, and I got it, and it was a 2X. That daggone thing is a size 2. It ain't no 2X. It don't
Yeah.
fit nothing. It don't
Yeah.
even fit my arm. I'm like, who in the world can fit in that thing? So yeah,
Yeah.
I agree that get the product first, and I always like the idea of repackaging it. So this
Yeah.
way you can actually package it in your own material instead of it coming straight from you know somewhere else, and
Yeah, but a
this way
lot
you
of
could.
most of them are doing it now. You can get your own tags now. You can get
Hmm.
they make your tags for you. You can make
Oh
pick your
wow.
bag,
Hmm.
how you want it shipped,
Hmm.
and if you wanted to put a note in it.
Oh
You have
okay.
some U.S. shippers that are doing that.
Oh, well, that's good. I tell
Mm-hmm.
you, I look, it's the world is changing when it comes to all this drop shipping and everything, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I tell you, but y'all, yeah, definitely follow my closet vault, Shema Lyons. Y'all definitely follow her page if y'all interested in learning about the classes and stuff, or getting in on doing some fundraisers. Y'all definitely gotta reach out to her. You know,
Mm.
hit her up in her DM. She checks it all the time because I'm making sure she checks it all the time now. Because I
I try.
always throw crap in it.
I'm telling you, I try.
No, because when she not on social media, my behind is on social media. So, as
Yeah, I'm
y'all
very
see.
much better with it. With content, learning how to do content. Not
Mhm.
depending on Fiverr so
Mhm.
much,
Mhm.
but that's my go-to, my
Oh
Fiverr.
yeah, I know. I know. I mean, you know what? Fiverr is good for some things,
Hmm.
but it's good for some things, but not everything. And so that's something that I've been, working with, with that because I do Fiverr for some things, but then I also have, I had to end up hiring somebody to help me with graphics and stuff like this because it was just getting out of control, trying to keep on top of all of the stuff that I have here and
Yeah.
maintain the businesses and everything else and trying to make sure I be able to help everybody,
Yeah.
with maintaining what they need to get done, because my thing is I need everybody to be able to function and able to do their businesses, you know
Mm.
what I mean? And so, hey, gossip and heifers, and just making sure that everybody is doing what they need to do, keeping their businesses straight, so definitely, I think for Shima, because it's you tonight. I think I'm going to probably gift out two T-shirts. You have any T-shirts? You have the secure the bag T-shirts. You have any of those
I
together?
got 'em.
Look, you
Yep.
got any of them together? Look.
Uh-huh. Yep.
All right, so I think I'm gonna maybe I'll do a little contest before we wrap it up. You want to come up with a question? I haven't done a contest in a while. You want to
Oh,
come up with a question, or you want me to come up with a question?
I don't know. You come up with something. Let's see what you
All
got.
right. All right. So, let's see, because we didn't throw out the name of who we was with. We ain't doing that. We ain't sending
What?
nobody over that route. The person
Oh.
that we was working with, we ain't throwing that out.
No, no, no.
No, y'all ain't getting that. No, no, no.
No.
All right. So, what is the name of the company? What is the name of the conference that retailers go to learn about fashion? What is the name of the conference? It happens in a number of cities, and I know they actually having one coming up. If anybody, the first person that can guess the name to that conference, right? We're going to get the T-shirt. Thank you, LaKyla. You got it. LaKyla, I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow night. You got to give me your size. I think I got your size though, so you will win. Peace of mind is the real bag to secure. So you're going to get this T-shirt here, and so it is so funny because um I know you took notes. So the person um the best quote from our live, I screenshot pictures of quotes and stuff, right?
Hmm.
Portia Hugs said earlier, she said, "You can't buy peace of mind. Half of these people need a reality check."
Yeah. It's
And
a.
so when she said that, the first thing came to my mind is, damn, that's a t-shirt.
Oh, yeah. See.
That do sound like a t-shirt.
Yeah. See. That's how easy it is. It's
That's
that
how easy it is.
easy.
I mean, you say so many things. We say so many things. Hey, Shanito, how are you? We say so many things, but you don't realize that the things that you're saying can be put on a t-shirt. So if
One I
Portia
sent
is still
you.
in the
You're
thread,
enough.
I'm going to actually get that t-shirt for Portia. I don't know if Portia's still here, but Portia, you got yourself a t-shirt just because of that
Of that
statement
quote.
alone.
Yeah. That's how
Yeah,
easy it
so yeah, so I'll text her because I know she might not be still on, but I will send her a text message and let her know that she actually won a T-shirt just from that slogan alone. That is definitely one for the books.
Yeah, that's how easy it is, Tyra. I'm telling you. Like I said, with the
Mhm.
whole "you're enough," when I did the water
Mhm.
bottle and the T-shirt with that, it was
Mhm.
just like about self. It's all about self care.
Yes. And you know,
And
I'm the self-care queen right about now.
yes, it's all about self-care and just, dealing with things differently. And when I
Mhm.
thought of that, when I was like, you know what, that's a good one. You're enough. Just
Mhm.
to remind you that you're enough. And I was just reading the other day in one of the Facebook groups as well.
Mhm.
Um, a lady, she posted, she said her business hasn't been doing good. And a lot of people were
Mhm.
saying, that their business is slowed down a whole lot.
Mhm.
And it's not saturated. I mean, everybody
Right.
has their own style, everybody has their
Right.
own they do and the way that they do it.
Mhm.
And it has been,
Yeah.
it has been. And a lot of people don't take well to it. A lot of people don't know
Mhm.
when to stop. I was that person. I didn't know when to stop. COVID slowed me
Mhm.
down,
Mhm.
having to be home. That slowed me down. So
Mhm.
that was to inspire, my story as far
Mhm.
as, it's okay to sit down. It's okay to
Mhm.
take time for yourself. And with that
Mhm.
said, even with you, asking you, how
Mhm.
you doing, Tyra? You know, what did you do for yourself today? Like I said, I can text
Look,
you
you see
12
my
o'clock
face
at
right now.
night.
Look, you see my face
Right.
right now.
I can
I
text
don't.
you at
I did
12
nothing
o'clock.
today for me. I've been hopping.
Right.
I told you. I just got back on East Coast time because I had went to Hawaii for a minute. They had to pop it back just now because I go to
Right.
Hawaii for at least an hour or two a day.
Yeah, so we have to realize that we do so much for everybody else. What are we doing for ourselves?
Mhm.
What, how are we
Showing
teaching
up.
ourselves self-care? And
Mhm.
I started I think my next thing is going to be a journal, an
Okay.
affirmation journal.
Well, you
So
know, I
that's
got you. I'm
yep.
ready. I got you on that one
So
because I already got the.
that's my
Mhm.
next project. So it's going to
Mhm.
be, a journal for whomever, and it's going to
Mhm.
be affirmations with like my brief answer.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
so that's my next project that I'm working on. So we always working on something. I'm always working.
Mhm.
Mine is always going, always going.
Yes. I mean, always, but the thing is, you and I, again, we have some projects coming up in the next few months, ladies and
Hmm.
gentlemen, and they will be posted all over my pages. Y'all know how I do. Um, and I'll be letting everybody know what's going on and stuff, because we are still putting together stuff coming to a city near you,
Yeah,
because we do have places that we really like.
right. But yeah, the Vegas thing, I think it's about time. I think I
You think
think
it's time for
August.
us to do another? You think it's
Yeah, I
about
think.
time for us to do another Vegas?
Yep, I think it's time with all of the, with some of the restrictions being lifted. Hopefully
Hmm.
everybody is still being careful. I know
Yes.
I am, but I
Hmm.
think it's time to restart that again because, like I
Okay.
said, that is something that you want to be, and not even just for retailers.
Hmm.
Anybody that's in any type of business, you never know who you meet.
Hmm.
You
I
never know who
definitely would
you're talking
say
to.
I highly recommend it.
Yeah,
I highly
yeah.
recommend it, y'all.
And like I said, they give you discounts. They give you discounts.
Hmm.
We get discounts on flights. We get discounts on hotels. When I first started, I think I had like 5 credit cards. One was for food, one was for the hotel, one was for the airfare. I'm telling you, I used to sit them things out, had my little sticky notes. This is for this, and because you have to do it, you have
Hmm.
to. And I
Hmm.
used to have my sticky notes on my credit cards. This is for food. This is what I can
Hmm.
spend on this credit card. This is what I can spend on that credit card. And it worked for me because it was
Hmm.
worth it. It was worth
Yes.
Xing them credit
Hmm.
cards out, going to Dallas, going to Vegas, going to Atlanta.
Hmm.
Atlanta Mart, that's open all year round. Magic is only twice.
Yeah. I need to go to Atlanta Mart.
Yeah, but Atlanta Mart, that's open. They don't always have the same
Hmm.
vendors, but they do.
Hmm.
It's open all year. So that's another. If you can't get to
Hmm.
Vegas, try there. And like I said, even New York, they have it. They have the show in New York. It's not as many vendors as it is in
Hmm.
Vegas. Everybody comes to Vegas.
Right.
Everybody comes to Vegas. A
Hmm.
few come to New
Right.
York, but
Hmm.
everybody is in Vegas. So I would definitely them cards get you in trouble too.
You got that right.
Yeah,
You know
definitely.
it's the truth. Them cards get us in trouble all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Shoot,
yeah.
all the time. Well, Shema, I want to thank you so, so much. This was an
Thank you.
awesome conversation. I
Yes,
am so
gotta do
happy
it
to
again
have you
soon.
coming through. Yeah, definitely. We're gonna come through. We get ready to start, you know, we're gonna look at the Vegas dates for the Vegas show and
Hmm.
see what they are. So we could try to get our packages and stuff together again. And I guess anybody that wanna roll and meet us there, because you
Yes,
know,
so we
again,
can all
people
go
are
together.
coming from different places, you know,
Yeah,
get
it's a group.
everybody all booked up and did what we have to do, so that we can get that started, you know, because we did have a blast the last time, you know. Granted, we will have some rules this time,
Yes, that's new
and we're
rules.
not staying in one place at the same time, but
Right.
at the end of the day,
Well,
um
no, you know the excitement. This is the thing when you
mhm,
go to those shows. Like I said, when I first went, my very first time I went, I'm a
mhm,
thinker and I'm a learner. So that's
mhm,
why I took, most of this,
mhm.
that's why I said in most of the seminars. But when you go, you're just like, you walk in the building, you're like, oh, it's
It's a
like
kid in the
closed
candy
heaven.
store. You're a kid in
Yeah.
the candy store, and it's
And
just
then you
like,
had different hotels to go to. We was at
mhm,
what? Was it the Venetian? They had, remember we had to go all the way somewhere else, but they lay out the red
mhm,
carpet for you. They bus you
everywhere,
everywhere. They give you
everywhere.
food. They make sure you're
Hmm.
okay. Like I said, the discounted hotel rooms and things
Yes.
like that. So they make it for you to at least try to
Hmm.
make it. You know,
Yes. They really do. They
they
really
do.
do.
They do.
Yeah.
And it's about the connections. It's definitely about
Yes.
connections.
Yes. Totally about the connections.
So I
So
hope, whoever's on, if we do the August thing, I hope to see you guys there. You can
yes.
click the link in my bio in my closet vault just to see what's going on. My travel business, my
Hmm. Yes,
my
we are travel agents.
yeah, my travel. Well, I got my travel business. I just did another site called My Vault. It's just different. It's a bunch of different vendors that
Hmm.
that I'm doing different
Hmm.
things with, trying to sell products for them, and then of course my closetvault.com and my
Yes.
cheapest closet page. That's my baby. That's my very, very, very first business, cheapest closet. I
Hmm.
don't know if you knew that, but that was my
Yeah, I
very
knew.
first eBay business. That's how I started. I started on eBay. So cheapest
Wow.
closet. I haven't really been putting a lot into cheapest closet right now because I've been working on other stuff. So it's like stuff
Hmm.
on there on that website that I have to update. But I'm just trying to keep going and, like I said, get them straight out. I mean, 20 streams of income is good, but the way that this mind works, yeah, I'm getting old.
I know we getting it with 7, but you
Right.
all right. Look, you younger than
Yeah.
me, so you
So,
all right.
yeah. So click the link in my bio. Just check out what I'm doing. If anybody is interested in the drop shipping of the t-shirts, you can email me at
Hmm.
info at
Hmm.
myclosetvault.com.
Yes.
Um, Reach out to me. I'll follow me, I'll follow you,
Yes.
and those type of things.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. So
You're welcome.
at the end of every interview, I always give an affirmation, and your affirmation for your interview is, I am. Wait a minute. Yeah, I am inspired to take action each day by learning from others and the world around me. Shima, you have done an awesome, awesome, and amazing job doing what you can to
Thank
learn from
you.
others. You've been on numerous platforms trying to learn in regards to YouTube and learning all that you need to know so that you can take your business to the next level. You did the damn thing. You know what I mean? When somebody say a pandemic pivot, you actually did the pandemic pivot, right? And so, with doing your pandemic pivot, you turned that t-shirt business into a whole stream of income, right? A stream of income
Yeah.
that you didn't see coming your way. You know, you did an
Yeah.
awesome job, and I say, God bless you, my sister.
Thank you, girl. Thank you,
Thank
bestie.
you. All right, bestie. And I will be chatting with you later because my next
Yes.
guest is up. We're going to bring on comedian Hirsch Does It All. She going to come through and tell us about the field of comedy, y'all.
Right now, we here
So,
to watch.
all right. So I'm going to let you out the back door,
Okay.
girl. I will talk to you
Thanks,
soon. Love you
everybody.
much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. Let me let her out. Hirsch, I'm coming for you, sis. Coming for you. Boom. All right, Hirsch. Here you come. All right, everybody. This Sunday we had our 2 interviews this evening, and my goodness, Hirsch does it all. Yes, bringing Hershey in to come and talk to us about comedy. Let me tell y'all, that is something, that's something. It's people have to have a special heart to
Uh,
get into that because it's hard. Hey, her,
hey, y'all.
how are you, sis? Oh, you driving? Look at you looking beautiful. Go ahead, girl.
Thank you. I just left the show. If you give me 2 seconds, I'll be in the house. We can start. Hey, y'all.
Girl, girl, who is this trying to? No, we don't do that, sweetheart. I don't know who that is, but somebody trying to get in the room. No, I was just saying we don't take extras. So, all right. So, how are you, Hirsch?
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm blessed,
Mm-hmm.
but I am exhausted. I'm tired. I'm
Mm-hmm.
tired.
Okay, you've been all over the place. I know you've had shows in Houston last week. You in shows in
Yeah.
Detroit this week.
Yeah, I'm like on my seventh show.
Woo! Oh my gosh. And
Yeah.
so I wanted to have you on to talk about your career in comedy. What
Okay.
got you started? Like, this is like, I
Uh,
mean, I know this to get on that stage and tell jokes to people, I know can be difficult. I think I'm funny, but I'm not that damn funny at all.
yeah, it is. It's a challenge. So the first thing is, before I was a comedian, I was a singer. I was an actress. I was already a writer, so I was used to stages.
Okay.
But
And she has a beautiful voice, y'all.
thank you. Hey y'all. But the comedy stage is totally different because when you're performing, like say you're singing or something, it's
Hmm.
easier to get the crowd engaged. But to make
Okay.
a crowd full of perfect strangers from different walks of life, from all over,
Hmm.
laugh
Hmm.
is extremely challenging, and everybody think they can
Hmm.
do it, but they can't.
Right.
So I
Right.
got started
Right.
12 and a half years ago. My stepdad was like, "You're
Hmm.
gonna do comedy too," and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not. he was like, he was like, you are, because I always was the class clown, and I felt like I
Hmm.
was just situationally funny. But anyways, he
Okay.
enrolled me in a comedy class called Comedy 101. And obviously,
Okay.
they can't tell you how to be funny, but they teach you the fundamentals of comedy and like how to set up your jokes or whatever. And
Hmm.
anyways, I did my graduation, and part of graduation is you have to perform in front of all these people. So I actually headlined and I killed it. I was like, oh man, I'm a comedian. And the next day I
Hmm.
got booked the first show was a white show. It was like a white circuit, right?
Hmm.
The second show I did was for a black circuit, and I
Hmm.
bombed terribly, like
Really?
terribly, like
Mm.
terribly. It was crickets, and it was like, where the hell y'all find this girl?
Mm.
So, so then I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't be a comedian.
Hmm.
But have we
But
ever told them
our
happy?
people do people bad. You can't go by them.
Listen, it was bad, Tyra. Like again, because I didn't know early in my career that you have to learn how to be universal. You can't do some of the same material for different audiences. So I didn't
Hmm.
know that, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go
Hmm.
kill them with the same set. And the black people
Right.
was like, what the hell is she talking about?
Hmm.
So.
Okay, so you had to learn how to pivot on the stage real quick, huh?
Absolutely, absolutely. But it was good because it taught me early, like it got my chops off. And then I don't know if y'all know, Detroit comedy is probably the hardest arena to tackle because Detroit
Really?
comedians, the Detroit crowd, they want to joke like every half a second. They like, haha, make me laugh again. Like, okay, what's next? Okay,
Is that bad?
what else?
Like I know of the comedy clubs. There's a comedy club in New Jersey that's in North
Yeah,
Jersey that's like that. That you have to, you gotta give it to them, give them your all. Because if you're not giving your all, you're not gonna make it or whatever.
yeah. And because Detroit doesn't have comedy clubs per se, we got bars, you know?
Okay.
And,
Mhm.
and then I've been performing all week and I've been telling people, y'all are really angry here because it's not enough sun
Mhm.
here. So
Okay.
so because it's not enough sun, I think it makes them even
Right.
more angry. So
It does. But you know what? It does. Because the thing is this like people's moods and affect
yeah,
plays off of the time of the day as
absolutely.
well as
Season.
the sun, the season. I
Hmm.
mean, people don't realize how all of this plays an important role in how we respond.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I can see you being in a room of crazy, rude and mean people because they have sunlight deprivation.
And they do. And they do. And I have to explain to them. I said, y'all need some more sun, or y'all need to travel more because y'all a little angry for me.
Right.
So I'm not really sure, but I still love being here to perform because it keeps you humble and it keeps you sharp on your skills. So
Okay. Yeah. You had an early show today?
yeah, I had a brunch comedy show, and then
Oh, okay.
yeah, that was really cool. And then I'm supposed to have another one tonight. I've been doing like 2 shows a day. And,
Oh wow. Yeah, I
yeah,
know they're doing a lot of brunch comedy shows here in
yeah.
Philly. Teray is hosting them here in
Oh, I
Philly.
like them. Yeah, I
Hmm.
like them.
Yeah, he's hosting. Actually, he's been hosting it every Sunday.
No,
Yeah, he's been hosting them like every Sunday for the past
I'm gonna have to come
I
out
guess
to
about
Jersey.
4 or 5 months. Yeah. Yup.
Come out to Jersey. Hold on, let me set my camera up so I can get
Yes.
professional here. All right,
Yes, ma'am.
ready to go.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, girl. Yeah, come out to Jersey and Philly and see what's going on. Cause
Is that where you
these.
at, Tyler?
I'm actually in Philly. Hmm.
Oh,
Yep. And so, yeah, I mean, this is great, because I would have never thought you went to, comedy classes to learn, to make sure that you had the fundamentals of comedy,
yeah.
I mean, because I have a friend right now, I'm not saying any names, who is actually in comedy school right now.
Okay.
And her and I had a discussion the other week, last week actually, and she was like, yeah, they was mad at me because I went over my time. And I said, well, I said, was it that bad? You going over time? And she was like, yeah.
It
And
is. It is.
she was last. And she
Oh,
said, she said, so they were like mad at me and everything. And I'm just like,
she
well, no. I said,
headlined
what?
and gave her a problem.
No, she wasn't headlining. She's in the classes learning.
Oh,
She's,
okay.
still in the learning process.
So that's very important. And you tell your friend that I said, with her started out in the business, that's the first thing she always want to do is respect the mic, right? Because
Hmm.
what happens is you have other people there,
Hmm.
um, and that's one of the one things that they drilled into us because it's kind of like,
Hmm.
let me give you an example. If you're playing
Hmm.
basketball and you got a ball
Hmm.
hog,
Hmm.
nobody wants to play with a ball hog.
Nobody wants to. Right.
So it's kind of the same thing in comedy. We have a thing where we say respect the light. Normally they give you a light at 2 minutes, and then
Hmm.
if they put you on in as a feature and you run over your time, now you stepping
Hmm.
on headliner's time, and
Right.
that becomes a problem. And people don't want to book you because they feel like you
Hmm.
don't follow those particular
Right.
rules. So
Hmm.
I think I understand. I understand where that comes from and
Right.
why
Hmm.
they gave her grief about that. So.
Yeah, yeah, because I would have chimed her in to try to make sure she's watching tonight, but she actually has class on Sunday. So,
Oh, you know what, Dr. Tyra, is crazy because I've had about 7 people ask me to do a comedy class. Um, because
and so
normally
why not?
I'm working on it. I'm actually working on it. It's all about the timing, but normally I'm giving out free game anyway because it wasn't given to me. 12 and a half years ago, nobody was reaching out to help. It was only a couple of people, especially the guys, that actually looked out. But women in the
Hmm.
business was harsh. It was like, figure it
I
out
can
like I
believe
had
it.
to figure it out.
I can believe it. I can
Yeah,
believe it.
so I always vowed that I would do things different. And
Hmm.
in this business, that you get it from both sides. Women
Right.
don't want to book you if they feel like you're funnier or if you have
Hmm.
a better following. Men don't want to book you if you're not having sex with them. So it's a lot
Hmm.
that goes with this. Um,
Right.
and I just had to find a balance because if you too friendly, then you're considered a hoe and you easy. If you too hard,
Mm.
you're considered a bitch and they got a problem. So I was just
Right.
like, well, I'll be the bitch, but I be paid.
You know what? And I'm all for that. You know what I mean? Because at the
Yeah,
end of the day, your reputation is all you have. And you don't
absolutely.
need somebody, ruining your reputation behind
Ab-
stuff like that, and it's sad that women in the entertainment industry catch a bad break. You
They
know what
do.
I mean? And I know it's even harder for all of you in comedy You know what I mean? Because there's only a handful of y'all in comedy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
When you really, really think about it, and I
It is.
think that's definitely, something. And I, commend you for doing what you got to do, to maintain your professionalism so that these folks don't, take advantage of you.
Yeah. I had to learn that. I didn't get that until like my third year. So I was
Hmm.
so eager to be on stage that I got taken advantage of a lot because I was like the new funny female and
Hmm.
everybody was getting paid off of me but me. I
Oh,
was, I didn't
yeah.
know. I was green, right? So they're
Hmm.
like, oh, Hirsch, you want it? And I was like, yeah, put me on the flyer. And girl, I was going in and out of town. And I was like, yeah. Girl, they was paying me with chicken wings and bottled water. And I was like, I love it here.
Not just
You
chicken wings
know?
and bottled water. I love it here.
Right. So then one day I
Uh-huh.
was like, I'm not hungry. But everybody
Hmm.
got on meat coats.
And you thinking to yourself, where the hell's my mink? Where's my
Right.
mink?
So my mama was like, it was my mama that was like, did you get paid for the show? I was
uh,
like, no, but I got these chicken wings.
Look, it's always mama. Mama
Right.
always ready to drag you back down and give her
Mama
her
was
money.
not here for it. Mama was like, Mama became like a little bit of my momager. She was like, she
Hmm.
not doing no more shows until I pay her. Okay. And that's
Okay.
that.
Right.
So then they started getting hip. They was like, okay, so how about we pay you in chicken wings and Hennessy? Not bottled
And I know
water.
you like, I don't want your drinks.
No, at the time, look, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. At the time, when I
Hmm.
first started comedy, hey Shep, when I first started
Hmm.
comedy, I thought that I needed a drink because
Hmm.
it's very nerve wracking, right?
Right.
And this
Hmm.
is what snapped me out of it. I do all
Hmm.
sober shows. I don't
Right.
drink. If I do drink, it's wine and it's not at a show. And I don't
Okay.
smoke. I don't do drugs, right? But
Okay.
this is what made me stop because one day my stepdad, my mom was at my show. And this is my first time trying to do a sober show. I was like, oh, I'm going to do a sober show. I'm going to kill it. So when I got off stage, just like asked my stepdad, I was like, how I do? He was like, you all right, but you funnier when you drunk. I said, oh my God. So my mom was like, so my mom was like, she's funny when she's not drunk. He was like, yeah, she all right, but you should have took a shot. And I was like, oh shit.
So what you do after that?
You know what? I continued to do sober shows, but I perfected it because I had to
Okay.
get my mental to add up. Because
Hmm.
mentally, because I've been hanging around all of these people that's been mentoring me, and they'll tell me, "Here, take a shot," and that's what I thought I was
Hmm.
supposed to do. So I had
Right.
to mentally deprogram myself to say,
Hmm.
"You can do this without any substance." And if I
Right.
could be quite honest, I prayed about it. God delivered. And now if I even attempt to have a drink, I get sick or something. So I don't
Okay.
even drink. I literally take bottled water on the stage for me. And everybody
Okay.
acts like my wife, like, is she high? Is she drunk? She like, no, she just woke up.
High off life. Yep, high off life. You just doing it. High off life.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Look, and you know what? And to kill an audience and not have alcohol in your system, that's
Yeah.
like awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, because
I have to be
that
that way.
hmm yeah, because you got to make sure you got your money at the end too, and you need to make sure that shit
Period.
is right. We ain't got time for these people playing
I
games
don't
with
know,
that.
Dr. Tyra. I don't care how drunk I am. I'm always remember my
I'ma remember my
coin.
money.
Always remember my coin.
Always remember your coins. We ain't
Always.
got time to worry about these other people. Just remember your damn coins.
And
When
even
it
when I
comes to
was
all of that.
drunk. Even when I
Hmm.
was drunk, I always remember my chicken wings too, because I like to eat.
God said, tell heaven, talk about some wake up on Red Bull. Look.
And see, I don't even drink Red Bull. Like, it's so crazy. First of all, I hate Red Bull, but
Okay.
everybody thinks like I'm always like just always up. But here's the thing: as tired as I am, this is crazy, y'all.
Hmm.
I got up this morning. I was exhausted. I only had like 3 hours of sleep, right? So I
Okay.
get up and I'm dragging at the show. But for
Hmm.
whatever it is, every time I get on stage, a battery pack is activated in me, right?
Hmm.
And I'm on. I'm just on. As
Hmm.
soon as I get
Right.
off, I'm like, oh, I need a nap.
Yep.
I don't know what it is, but something about the stage just makes me come alive. Plus, I
Hmm.
watch the crowd, right?
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
again, if you don't do trade, you're doing comedy. So
Right.
the crowd is always hard, and I like those crowds because I like to be the one to set the tone of how it's going to be. So the
Right.
comedian for me was having a hard time because the crowd wasn't paying him attention, right?
Right.
So then I get up and I start talking to the crowd, and the guy called me tonight. He was like, "Yo, thank you for setting the tone. You funny." He was like, "I can't wait to work with you more. I'm rocking with you." So I like
Hmm.
to be the one to set the tone and like get the
Right.
crowd up because I think
Hmm.
it's not easy to do, and it's like a
Right.
superpower of mine. So
Sean said energy out of nowhere. Sean,
I do.
I know you be sitting there like, what in the world? But you know what? Because that's your, because you know that's your job.
Yeah,
You know
exactly,
that's your job. And if you go to work and you don't have no energy, you're not gonna get no pay.
exactly.
And
And
at the
here's
end of
the
the day,
thing.
people watching, and you don't want. Yeah, you gotta keep it
But
like.
then people don't consider if people pay to see you, they
Hmm.
deserve a show. I don't care if it's 10 people or 10,000 people. And people get
Hmm.
in their head, oh, it's a small number. But here's what I do. I don't care if it's small or big. I don't know A, who's in the crowd, and B, people should still get a good show. It's
Right.
your performance shouldn't be based on the amount of seats that's filled. That's how I
Right.
feel.
Right. Right. I mean, I understand. I went to a birthday party last week and they had a comedian, and I never ever thought, like, I have a friend that always do things different for her
Hmm.
birthdays. And so, so when she invited me, I was like, "Oh, cool, I'll come." And so when I got there, we sitting there and the comedian came on and we was like, "Wow." I said, and I'm sitting there because every time I'm at her stuff, I'm taking notes. I'm like, let me see what I
Okay.
can add. And so she had a comedian come on and it was just like, the first joke was funny. The second joke was ha ha. Next thing you know, the the crowd went.
See?
And we sat there and it was just like it was like to the point where people was just like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm
And
done.
see, that's the
And
thing too.
and and she was a Christian comedian. I can't remember what her name, but I'll find her name and I'll send it to it.
That's another, I'm gonna go into that in a second. After I said
Mhm.
comedy is timing and it's
Mhm.
also being able to read the room. Cause
Mhm.
that's one of the reasons why I always get to my shows early. Because I can go
Mhm.
in with an idea what I'm gonna do, but I'll go to
Mhm.
watch the audience and I gotta change
Mhm.
my whole set because the audience is
Mhm.
different than what I assume they would be,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
But timing and watching the crowd. And sometimes you'll do a joke that may not hit. You got to get out of
Mhm.
there and get moving. But people be
Right.
waiting on the laugh. They don't like that joke. Move on.
Right. But you know
But
what it was? I think her thing was she was more focused. She was telling jokes, and the joke that she was telling was about her weight, and she was, telling her own weight joke, but about her own weight and everything to the point where she overdid it, I think,
mhm,
and it was to the point where folks is like, "Sis,
uncomfortable.
you need to go get a therapist." And I was sitting in the
Un-
cut like, "Shit, don't remember I'm one."
Uncomfortable. Okay. Well, though, here's the thing, Dr. Tyra. For comedians, the stages are my therapy, right?
Right.
But here's what people got to understand. You
Mhm.
can get on you, but you have to be so clever.
Mhm.
Again, it's timing, and
Mhm.
see, you don't want to make it so uncomfortable. So I have
Mhm.
some jokes that I call disrespectfully hilarious, right?
Okay.
It's disrespectful, but it's so
Mhm.
disrespectful. It's funny. You can't do nothing but laugh. Like, yo,
Mhm.
she tackled that, but again, it's all in how you do it.
Right.
So she has to understand the timing. But I got booked for a church show Friday.
Oh Lord, really?
Here's the thing, people don't know I do church shows, right? So my homeboy was like, hurry.
I can't even imagine you doing a church
But I
show
do.
because I
Here's
know
the,
your
let me tell y'all, it's so funny because I'm so raunchy and I'm so outspoken. But I did, right?
Praise the Lord. Look, praise the Lord.
Wait, can I cuss on here?
Yeah,
Okay,
my platform is
okay.
open, honey. You can say whatever you want. It's okay.
So my homeboy called me. He said, Hirsch, I want you to do this church show. You only gotta do like 10 minutes. I said, I can do more than 10, right? And he's like, oh, I can see it now. I can see you on stage. Like, I remember the first time I ate a pussy.
And then looking around like, oh shit, I gotta fix that. I'm sorry. Oh Lord.
But here's the thing. I end up doing it because I used to put on church shows at my church, believe it or not.
Okay. Okay.
And I always have the joke that I do with the church people. I'm like, hey, normally I be in the bars, but I'm in the church. So y'all will get about 20 minutes to clean after that. Y'all better start praying and touching and agreeing because, right?
And some people be cussing any damn way.
They do. They be with it. Okay. So I end up doing the show. But the guy before me, he actually was bad. He was the one cussing he just said ass and how he had been using his kids to get coochie and stuff. And I was like, oh my God. Right. So it was weird because y'all know we all in the church and you say something you ain't supposed to say. Everybody got the uncomfortable face like, look, I don't want to laugh. It's funny.
Not at my church.
So I end up headlining. And I did like 15, 20 minutes. And when I got off, I was like, you was worried about me. So, I do these shows. Girl, I did I had some very challenging shows, but I did a foster care type show for some children that had been fostered, right? They was like 16, 17, 18. So I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna say to these kids, right? Because I don't have kids. So I just got a bonus child, and I'm like the auntie, because I be talking to her about everything. So I get up and
how old
like
is the bonus child?
my bonus child is 17, but
oh shit,
around
they older. They older.
Yeah.
It's not like a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old.
Nah, luckily because she was 5. Shit. But I've been knowing her since she was like 15, right? Mm-hmm. So I had, I practiced it. I used to raise kids, so I was like, okay. But I talk to kids. I talk to like 2-year-olds like they grown. I'm like, get the hell out the kitchen, like 2-year-olds, right?
Right.
So I go into this show with these teenagers, and I'm like, I don't really know what y'all do as teenagers because I ain't been a teenager for a long time. So y'all want to talk about sex?
And what they say, yeah.
That was cracking up. And the mothers and stuff that was there, the teachers, they just was like, because everybody was laughing, so what can you do? And I was like, and that one girl was shaking her head, I said, don't judge me. You know good and goddamn well these teenagers in here having sex. What is y'all saying?
Right. It's not a secret.
Yeah, I had some really interesting shows. I did a senior citizen show. They was a tough crowd because I got in there thinking they wanted to hear some church shit. Girl, they was in there like, bring on the raunchy stuff. I was, well,
first of all, they tell the best jokes there.
They do.
Them old folks be having some jokes. I remember a friend of mine when I used to work at a hospital, and his mother was 100 years old, and that's all she would do was tell dirty jokes. So and he would go visit her, and every time he would go visit her, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I seen my mama. Let me tell you yesterday's joke."
Listen, that's the truth.
Like she had a joke of the day.
Girl, they gave me a raunchy joke when I was like 15. I should have knew I was gonna be a comedian because they told me some shit I shouldn't have knew at 15. Okay. Listen, I still remember the joke to the day. Girl, y'all told me that, but that's a funny joke. So, all right.
And you keep it in the bowl.
Okay, wait. No, I'm gonna tell y'all. Okay, go ahead. All right, wait. It's childish. Pay attention, y'all.
They do, Sean. They do tell the nastiest jokes, some old folks.
They do. All right, so look. Lady goes into the doctor's office. She frantic. She's like, doctor. He's like, shh, stay no more. Go in the room, take off your clothes, put the gown on. She said, doctor. He said, do it as I say. She said, okay. She go in the room, take her clothes off, put the gown on. Doctor comes in. He start pressing her around her abdomen. He said, you know what I'm doing? She like, yeah, you checking for, abdominal cramps. He said, very good. He start pressing around her breast. He said, you know what I'm doing? She said, yeah, you checking for lumps and stuff. He said, very good. He stick his penis in. He said, you know what I'm doing now? She said, well, I hope you checking for AIDS because that's what I came here for. Old person told me that joke. At 15.
Look. What you mean? That was your
Don't ask, Dr. Tyra.
look, but you know what? Look, hey, I had a lot of older people in my family, and the things that they used to say, I used to just sit back and just shake my head. When I started out working, I started out as a geriatric therapist, and I worked in a nursing home. And
Yeah.
so, and my clients used to be on fire. And I used
Yeah.
to just sit there and they would just be going at people, and believe it or not, they like to fight. And so
yeah, they do. They so
ratchet as hell. And so I would sit there and I'd be like, oh my God. So it was just like, so that's why I'm like, yeah, I can see you getting dirty jokes from old people, because old people, they have no filter. And they don't, and it's like now, it's like if an older person tell a dirty joke to one of these kids today, their asses is going to jail. And that's the sad part, because the way things is now.
Everything's so sensitive. It makes it harder for my job as a comedian.
Yeah, they're a bunch of punks. It's just like, I'm just calling a spade a spade. They're a bunch of punks. And it's just like everybody turn around, it's just like, oh no, you hurt my feelings. I'm like, yo, calm down. Yeah,
you gotta relax.
And I said it.
You gotta relax. Here's the thing. I feel like, and I can say, I always say I'm gonna get pre-canceled before I get canceled, because as a member of the LGBTQIA WXYZ, sometimes Y, I do jokes about the community, and I'm like, I'm gonna get pre-canceled because they're gonna be like, this bitch thinks she's funny. But here's the thing. I have learned, especially as a comedian, I've learned to laugh through things that I've been through. That's one of the things that make comedians amazing performers, because we live these horrible childhood, horrible lives, and that's why we're so good at it. So I feel like for me with comedy, they want you to tailor it and water it down so much that it takes away from your craft. Where me, y'all know I don't know how to be watered down. So I just still say what the hell I want to say. I just try to do it cleverly. But I know I'm going to get pre-canceled at some point, because whatever.
Right. I mean, but it's sad that, people have to constantly get grief over that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if whether you're a part of the community, when you're a part of the community, they feel like, oh, well, you should be a little bit more sensitive, and you should, and the thing is, that they need to understand is, you understand is that you're experiencing the same pains that they have. It's all in how you handle it. And that goes with everything in life. It's all in how you handle it, but at the same time, understanding that look, you got to laugh sometimes to keep from crying.
You got to. Here's the thing, though. I think because I am a part of the community, everybody think I'm the gay mayor. I didn't sign up for that shit.
Not you said the gay mayor.
I didn't sign up for this.
Gay mayor.
Because, girl, my cousins be calling me when they out of town like, bitch, why you ain't tell me it was Pride in the Land? Bitch, I don't know. I am not the gay mayor. I don't know. Or somebody called me like, how you feel about Dave Chappelle? That man said what he said. Now you want to cancel me because I don't agree or disagree? I'm not the gay mayor. I don't even want the title. It's too much work. It's too much work.
What you say is just way too much work trying to be a gay mayor.
Listen, I'm still learning. Girl, I just found out last night what all the damn letters mean. I'm still learning. I just found out I'm the artist formerly known as a lesbian. I ain't even a lesbian.
Wait a minute. You the artist formerly known as a lesbian?
I call myself the artist formerly known as a lesbian because I'm not a lesbian. Apparently, I'm a queer or Aquarian. Aquarian is like a zodiac sign now. I'm Aquarian. And I just found out.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're learning something new this evening.
I just found out I'm queer. So my wife a lesbian, but I'm a queer.
But why are you a queer?
Okay, so girl, I just found out because I thought queer and gay was like cousins. I didn't know were twins or fraternal twins. Apparently queer and gay ain't the same. So to be queer, I'm attracted to women, men, and may let a transsexual fuck. So long story short, it's like a nice way of saying I'm a hoe or something. I don't know. But I'm a queer.
Not you said a nice way of saying I'm a hoe.
I don't know. I'm a whore.
Oh my God. It's a lot. It's a lot to try to.
It's a lot.
It's
I
a
thought I was a
lot.
regular gay. I just thought I was a regular gay. I'm not a regular gay.
I mean, wow. And so now you got to sit back and you got to understand each of the levels of it because now is gay 1, gay 2, gay 3
Right? Apparently,
with the
I'm
little
gay.
A, B, and C. With the little A,
I'm
B, and
gay
C underneath
3.5. I didn't know.
it. Wow. Look, well, I know when all of the other letters started coming up, when they started coming up, it was like I was working with teens over in New Jersey, and I was just like, I told the kids, I said, look here, kids, forgive me for being stupid, but I just need y'all to tell Miss Tyra what it is. And they was like, you don't know. I said, just tell me, because I don't know what's going on. And
They don't
so
know.
and so the kids, they was like, well, we gonna tell you what we know. And so they just, so they educated me on some things. And I was just like, oh, okay. I said, all right. So I understand. I said, so I understand things a little bit better. However, that was before the rest of the letters came along. You know what I mean? Because it was only at that time, it stopped at Q.
Dr.
And
Tyra,
and
they,
now it's about the whole rest of them.
Dr. Tyra, they ran out of damn letters. They start putting symbols in them now. Now it's plus. Then it's going to be
A
minus.
plus.
It's LGBTQIA plus.
Oh, okay. So I got to do
So next
homework.
is going to be LGBTQIA plus, sometimes Y minus.
Okay.
Okay, so I
Wow.
just found out last night what the plus mean. Okay. And
Okay.
I've been trying to educate myself again because I thought I was a regular gay, right?
Mm-hmm.
So apparently it's a certain thing called trans plus. And I was like, what's trans plus? So
Right.
trans plus is when you have your lady or male genitalia, but you decide that you want to be the opposite sex, but you just don't feel like you should have to change any of it.
Okay.
So I can look like this and I
Mm-hmm.
can tell you I identify as a man. So I would be a trans plus. Cause I ain't gotta take shit off. You just gonna start calling me sir. I'm telling you what I'm doing, buddy.
Now y'all see how quiet we got, right? Y'all see how quiet we got. Look.
I am learning. Listen, I just found out pansexual, asexual, bisexual, z-sexual. It's a lot of sexuals.
Okay,
I
that's when I left. That's when I started working with the children a few years ago when it got the pansexual. That's what they was explaining to me. That's what was going on,
pansexual.
right? We got the pansexual. And then that's when I moved on and started working for myself after that.
When I
And
start
so
working
when everything else came through, I didn't know. And so it's like I had to educate myself on all of that. But yeah, y'all notice that gossip in heavens. Y'all notice that silence we did? Because I'm like sitting there like,
this is what I learned, y'all. So can I just say I'm at a point now where I don't even want to be involved because it's a little complicated, hey boo. So I'm just
not because you
deciding
don't want
that
to be involved.
I don't.
Do what
I
you
just
need
want y'all to
to do.
just label me a human. Just
Yes.
a
You're part of the
human.
human community. I mean, at the end of the day, you're part of the human community anyway. So you're
That's
still a
it.
human. You're
Just
still
call
a
me
human regardless.
a
Love who
human
you
whore.
love.
Call me a
Love who
human
you love.
whore.
And the thing is, love who you love. That's all that matters.
That's
As long
it.
as you're happy,
That's
we're
it.
happy. Okay?
That's
As
it.
long as you're happy, we're happy.
It's here. Let me tell you something, Dr. Tyra. Last night I was on
Mhm.
a live with a
Mhm.
whole bunch of gay people. Okay,
Mhm.
a whole bunch of gay
Mhm.
people,
Mhm.
and everybody was trying to break down what the letters meant, but everybody was confused. And I said,
Well,
who's
wait a
making
minute.
the letters then? Who is in charge? Because I want to talk to the gay mayor, the real gay mayor. Because who in the hell is in charge of the letters? Because if you got to put a letter in there, I think they should add an H.
H for
Because
what, ho?
for Hirsch, because a lot
Oh.
of people identify as the Hirsch, and I feel like they should add an H.
Not you
We
being
need to sign a
identified as the
petition.
Earth.
We
Start a
need to
petition.
sign a petition.
Hirsch for humans. There we go. Hirsch for humans. Look, start the position. Look, in the meantime, look, if the heifer's all about this heifer, look, here we go.
Thanks. Okay. LGBTQIAH plus. Wow.
Here we go. Here's my picket sign for you, Hirsch.
Thank you. Because there's a lot of people that
I got the picket sign for her. Look, I'm carrying the picket sign, okay? I got you, Hirsch. I got you 100%.
I'm just saying.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this picket sign thing. I got you.
Thank you, Dr. Tyra. Anybody in the comments? Y'all should sign a petition too. If y'all want to follow me on Cash App so I can help fund this project, that's good.
She said follow me on Cash App. That's right. We gotta fund our picket sign, y'all. This is our picket sign. Look, Hirsch for humans.
Everybody, listen, it's a lot of people. Oh, Set in Stone was one of them last night. Set in Stone was the one who told me about the plus, because Set in Stone is trans plus. Okay. And I was like, educate me. So technically, I said, if everybody get to identify themselves, I should be identified as a male identified lesbian. It's complicated, right?
It is complicated.
I like that it's complicated.
I see. You see how I'm looking? You got me like all over the place, like Hirsch, like, Yeah, Sean, I know she is. Sean, how about you, Sleepy?
No. What we're not gonna do is negate the fact that I said LGBTQIAH plus. Because there's a lot of people, they ain't gonna admit it, Dr. Tyra, but it's a lot of people that identify as the Hirsch.
I'm sure. I'm sure. At this point, it's a lot going on. You know, and bottom line is we love all communities. My thing is love who you love, be who you want to be. It's all good, you know. But when it starts to, Granny Wowzers, don't go there with me, because I said the same thing a long time ago. I ain't got time to remember. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm going with H for human. Hirsch, human. Everybody's human. I don't have time to be, figuring stuff out. I just can't. I respect who you are. You tell me
it's a lot.
You identify. Tell me who you identify as, and we'll just go with that. You know what I mean? And I respect the culture.
So next time I talk to you, Dr. Tyra, I need you to get my pronoun right. Call me the Hirsch.
What's your pronoun? Your pronoun
is
H, right? The Hirsch. All right, the Hirsch. Yeah, because he's so crazy says her identifies as Iceberg Slim, a real pimp.
Shut up, boo. Because she think I'm a pimp.
Alex wants to know, hey, Alex, I didn't even know you entered the room. Alex, talking about what about pronouns?
That's right.
Alex,
okay, so
you got to figure out who you are. I'm a she. I identify as she and her.
I identify as her, him, they, the Hirsch. All of that.
She, him, they, and her.
But my main, listen, I need y'all to hear this. My main pronoun that I identify with is money.
Hello, green. The pronoun that you identify with now is green.
That's it.
Green money.
That's it.
So when you identify her, you identify her with Tommy, Benny, who else? Granty.
There you go. Cash App.
Cash App, Venmo, Zelly.
All of that. That's my pronoun.
That's the pronoun right there. Cashy.
I speak that real good.
And they can be he, she, him, they. They can be all of them.
You listen
together.
You can call me
green and it spins.
That's it. You can call me a pineapple, long as you won't call me broke. I don't care what you call me.
Look, girl, you call me a pineapple right along with you.
You can call me whatever. Listen, you can call me a pineapple. I don't care.
Call me what you want. Just don't call me late for dinner.
But hello. Or I'm late for that check. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, she got my head hurt, y'all. Dr. Tyra is
Yeah,
crazy.
no, you crazy. Granny Wowzer says my pronouns is Granny and I identify as
There
Wowzer.
you
All
go.
right, Wowzer, there you
There
go.
you go.
There you go.
Y'all getting it.
There you go. There you go. There you go. You could call
This
me
people say,
Symbol, the dollar sign. I know that's right, Sean.
the artist formerly
Sean,
known as the dollar sign.
I know that's right. Look, the dollar sign, the artist formerly known as the dollar sign. That's who we all is. You can call me Symbol. I
Yeah.
take that. I take that. This was awesome, Hirsch. I am so glad you was able to come on. What time is your next show at?
It's it actually started at 7 or 8, but I told him I was gonna get there afterwards because it was a last minute thing. So I'm gonna probably
Okay.
shoot like around 8.
All right. Well, I'm
It's
gonna
no
let you
rush.
go. Look, I'm gonna let you go because that's your coins,
No,
girl. Look,
you said I got an hour or something type interview. What other questions you got?
you know what?
You was
Those is all.
here first. You
Look,
was
this
here
is
first.
all. Look, this is all the questions I had for this evening. I just, I'm just glad you was able to come on, grace us with your presence, and tell us about, being a female comedian in comedy. You know what I mean? I love, love that you're doing this. I am, you got my full support, with
Thank
all
you.
of this because I know this mission is, tough for people, for women, doing this, and I know people come at you wrong, in so many other areas, but definitely stay the course, stay positive, and don't let these people, take anything from you. You know what I mean? Um, I give affirmations after my lives, and the affirmation that sticks out for you is every action I take increases my confidence. Girl, you are confident.
Nah.
You are confident and you are doing the damn thing. And I want you to continue doing the damn thing, whether it's in inside the comedy clubs, whether it's at the church, praise the Lord.
I listen, wherever
The
I go,
nursing home, look, you do everything. So you just keep on doing it, And I do see for your future, I do see you teaching, hosting these comedy classes for these folks. You know what I mean? I
so
think this is something that folks need. Oh, you know what? And I wanted to tell y'all, since I was doing retail tonight and I had my girl Shema on a little while ago, right? Hirsch makes her own promotional items, y'all. And I know
no,
y'all don't know this. And Hirsch, do you have a website?
I do. See, what had happened was, mm,
Oh, here we go. So we need to get what happened was into producing them coins from your merchandise. Hirsch
yes,
has a cricket. Look, Shema, I know you still on. Hirsch got a cricket girl. She be over
I
there, a cricket and a press. She be over there pressing her merchandise. I said,
do.
go ahead, girl, do it.
I do. Couple things real quick to answer the questions. I see a couple of questions in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in Atlanta because I'm in
Mm-hmm.
Detroit working right now. And I do have a clothing line. I actually had my website up for like 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
and Granny went to make a purchase, and I realized it was down. I said, "Oh
Mm-hmm.
shit!" I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know. Well, what had happened
Mm-hmm.
was they hit me with a $300 bill, and I was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna do that right now."
Whoa.
Now
Mm-hmm.
I could have paid it, but I think I'm just being lazy.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all
Mm-hmm.
can order through me though.
Yeah, so definitely what you want to do is go to Hirsch's go to Hirsch's DM, look at her merch that she has on her pages,
I
go
got a
to
site.
her DM. You got a site? Okay, put it up.
I got
Um,
an Instagram. I'm posting it right now. And
okay.
then I also got. See, Dr. Tyra, you want to ask me what I got coming up?
I was getting ready to ask you, and you
Oh,
said you
I
have a
like when
show.
she get
So
feisty. Y'all seen
what
that?
what
I like
you
it.
got coming up?
Y'all seen Dr. Tyra got real dark skin. She got dark skin, y'all.
Do
so,
her best. So what you
so
got coming up?
I got a couple of things coming up. The reason I asked you to say that is because
Mhm.
one thing is this is my 5 year and a half anniversary for my clothing line. So the second week in July,
Congratulations.
thank you. It's called To Support to Be Supported. The second week in July, I am doing a
Mhm.
comedy fashion show called Laughing Fashion in Detroit. And the second week of August, I'm doing one in Atlanta. Okay.
Okay.
That's coming up. Also, I'm going back to Houston. I got booked for Houston. Also, drum roll, you'll be the first person I told this online.
Okay.
I saved this for you, Dr. Tyra.
Yes.
I am doing a spinoff. I am co-producing a spinoff. Of
Oh.
love and hip hop for comedians. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
Awesome.
And
Congratulations.
thank you. I also am in the works of producing my first movie. I have a couple of pitch meetings, and it's actually a series
Yes.
movie. So I got that stuff coming up. So I got a couple of really, really, really cool things coming up. On top of the fact that y'all never know where I'm gonna be. I'm all over the city, all over the globe. Um,
Yeah.
and I got another thing I can't tell you yet, but
Don't talk about that yet. Don't put it all out there because we don't
I'm
know.
not. I'm not.
We
But
going
I got a couple of
keep them
really dope
blessings
things
flowing,
coming up.
girl.
Cause you know what? It's so crazy, Dr. Tyra. Like people are like, what? See, that's him calling me right now. People are like looking at me and not knowing that I've literally been in this grind for 12 and a half years when it comes to comedy. But I've been
Right.
entertaining since I was 8.
Right.
Singing, modeling, acting, all of that. I've been
Hmm.
writing since I was 8. So
Right.
anytime they see me now, they see me on social media, they think I just got here. No, I
Right.
was in the mud before it was social media. I was doing show after day. I was in Houston. Monday I was filming for 12 hours. Tuesday I got off the road, did a show. Wednesday I did a show. Thursday
Don't need to know everything.
yeah,
And so, you know what I mean? Because the thing is, there's so many people out there that will block your blessings. We
yes.
don't, we ain't got time for that. You know what I
That's
mean?
why I
At the end of the day,
move in
they don't
silence.
need to know. That's right. You got to
Yep.
move in silence. And when you move in silence, things happen. It took me a lot of years before I started learning that. And once I
Hmm.
learned it, it was like, let me tell you, that was the best thing for me. And I continue to move in silence. It's like you know, the thing is when you try to tell people stuff, you know, and it's just like you find yourself telling things to the wrong individual.
That's it.
You know what I
And you
mean?
know
And
what
the
else
thing
I
is, we
learned?
don't need that. Hmm.
I stopped saying stuff too, Dr. Tyra, because I remember sometimes the people don't even know that they do it. Even the people closest to you, you can have an idea, like you can say I'm a move, and they'll say
Hmm.
all the bad shit without even knowing that they doing it,
Hmm.
and it can
Hmm.
really discourage you. So I
Hmm.
literally sit still on a lot of stuff
Hmm.
and did not say a lot of stuff for that
Right.
very reason. Not that I
Right.
don't think you want the best for me, but sometimes we don't know that the
Hmm.
things that we put out to people that are on the grind, we
Hmm.
can really discourage them and set
Hmm.
them back. So
Hmm.
sometimes I just
Hmm.
learned that sometimes I gotta move in silence until the ink dry. And when the ink dry,
Hmm.
bitch, we can sweat.
I know that's right. The Shell 11 is right. People will have you doubting your dreams. They really will.
Absolutely.
You know, but the thing is, you got to stay the course, not listen to them, continue to do what you need to do, you know, for you, you know, so
Yeah,
that you don't, you know, fall short and put yourself in a negative mindset. You know, 'cause at the end of the day, we don't need that stinking thinking. We need to keep ourselves as positive and as happy as possible to do all the
absolutely.
things that we need to do. You know, I mean, and I love it that you're doing it with laughter.
I appreciate it. Let me say, y'all, if y'all are not already following my people that came on, please follow Dr. Tyra. Dr. Tyra, you always been dope to me. I love just who you are in general, outside of what you do professionally. I think you have a beautiful spirit. And y'all, she sell Girl Scout cookies and stuff, so you know she be
Girl,
making
look.
that.
Girl, I'm so glad Girl Scout season is over. You just don't know. And
Oh, you
and
better
it's
go
so
find
funny.
some more.
But actually, but you know what? She do still got cookies. The season is over. She still got cookies. It was so funny because she had she only wanted little Vera only wanted to sell 8 boxes of cookies. And she ended up selling, I think it was 12 or 1,300.
I was about to say it has, yeah, 'cause yeah, it was, that time was like, oh
And
my,
I
like,
thank
how many you
you.
want?
And I thank you for your support for some cookies.
Of,
Yeah, she still.
of course.
Sean said y'all still need some more. So Yes, hit me in the DM, and I'll send you
Watch
some.
this. Watch this,
Cause
y'all.
we got
We
something.
need
So hit me.
we need Samoas. You see what I did? We need some more of
Okay.
us. You see what I did? All
Oh,
right.
okay. Yo, hit me in the DM, and let me know what y'all need, because I know she still got some. Actually, she's doing a
Definitely.
drop. She's supposed to do a
Definitely. I
drop in a couple
appreciate you for
hours.
having me. It's always a pleasure. Y'all make sure y'all follow her. Thank you for
Yes,
having
and
me.
all
Thank
my
y'all for
flowers. Make sure y'all follow her. She does it all, y'all, because she's doing it all, and we wish nothing but the best for you. And I'm so
thank you.
happy we've met, and, just happy to be a part of all of the journeys that everybody's doing. Good luck with your show tonight, girl, which I know
Thank
you're going to
you.
kill it. You're going to kill that show tonight, I
I'm gonna
know.
try to.
So
Y'all
you
make sure
try to
y'all
get your
follow me
song.
on Cash App.
Yes, follow her on Cash App, y'all. Follow her on Cash App, too. Cash App is holding shows. Y'all didn't know? Boom.
Done.
Look,
Also,
we gonna speak that. We're gonna speak that into existence. You know why? Because some of
yes.
these platforms is doing some things, right? And we need to probably hit Cash App up.
Wait, that's another thing I forgot. I got a couple of other things I forgot to tell y'all. The dating show is coming back.
Oh,
Um,
that's right. Hirsch got a dating show, y'all.
that's
For y'all
coming back.
people that's looking for love in all the
Yes,
wrong places, come to the
that's
right
coming
place with this
back.
Hirsch show.
But it may be coming back on Roku. So,
Ooh,
yeah,
okay,
I got I got somebody hit me up about having it on Roku. Also, I
okay.
just co-hosted a TV show called I Love to Hustle. That's on a
Mhm,
cable television in certain areas.
mhm.
Y'all make sure y'all look out for that. I did like 8 episodes out of 12 or something.
Okay.
Also, a new launch is coming. I ain't gonna say what, but we got some stuff coming up, y'all.
We'll
So
see it coming.
y'all pay attention. We out
Girl,
here.
you
I
going in?
appreciate
You're
y'all.
going into quarter 2 big, because quarter two starts on Friday, and quarter 2 you going in big, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's how we
Come
should
on.
go in quarter 2.
Y'all
That's
know
how we
everything
supposed to
attached to
go in
me.
quarter 2.
Everything attached
Hmm.
to me, Dr. Tyra wins.
Okay,
Period.
there you go, boom.
Period.
There you go, boom. And that's how it should be.
I love y'all.
All right, love you, Hirsch. Go try to get a little bit of rest before going, and
Ain't gonna happen.
everybody. And everybody, that's Hirsch does it all. Well, this was an awesome evening, this Sunday evening. I know everybody is going to watch the Oscars. I'm actually getting ready to go turn my television on to watch the Oscars, because I want to make sure all my Philly people win. Which my Philly people would be Questlove and Will Smith. I need to make sure my two peeps actually win this. I want to see them bring those wins in. But even if they don't, they got the nomination. So with that being said, I want all of you to have an awesome, awesome, awesome week. I'll be back. Actually, I'm doing a show on Thursday. Thursday evening, I have Ava Adames, Violence in Bloom, coming on. I'm doing a special edition of Tyra's Just Staying on Thursday evening, because I had to reschedule it because I had to do a speaking of engagement when she was booked for last Saturday. So she was kind enough and gracious enough to say she'll come on Thursday. So I will be back on next Thursday. Again, I want to thank Shema at my closet vault. Please follow at my closet vault. Please also follow Hirsch Does It All. My two beautiful women, for me to round up Women's History Month, because Women's History Month is ending on Thursday. And yeah, and so I want to make sure everybody knows. Make sure y'all watch all of the programs that are featured on Instagram. I know. Let me see. I know Nikki White Chocolate actually has a show that comes on Monday evening. Her Shanta, and I think Tycoon, they have their show on Monday evening. I know they changed their time, so I don't know. Gossip and Heifers has an awesome, awesome show that comes on Wednesdays on YouTube. So definitely make sure you join them on YouTube to watch their show. They have an awesome guest every week. So I would say definitely make sure you turn them on. What I got? When Thursday, I'm back on Thursday for a special edition of Towers Just Saying with Ava Adames, so I could try to round out Women's History Month. And on Friday, catch myself and Dr. Candace as we do a mental health minute. We will be airing that on Facebook Live and YouTube. Our topic this week, let me tell y'all what our topic is now. Boundaries. We're going to be talking about boundaries, and we're going to be talking about social media boundaries. So definitely join us on Facebook Live and YouTube. We'll have little bits of snippets and stuff on Instagram and everything. Still trying to magnify some things, y'all. But in the meantime, I want to thank you all for joining. I want you all to have a blessed and beautiful week. Yeah, and so the affirmation for the whole day is I want all of you to not give up. Don't give up. Stay positive, know that you have the strength to get through all of your obstacles, and I'll talk to all of you again. If anybody has any questions or need anything or need to connect with any of my guests that have appeared over the past few months, or anybody that was on this evening, please hit me up in a DM and I will definitely get that information to you. So I want you all to have, and if you have a business you want to highlight and you want to come on, Tyra's just saying to talk about your business, feel free to come through. I want all of you to have a wonderful, wonderful evening. God bless and good night.